After not winning against Aquaman initially, Black Manta gets hold of the powerful Black Trident. With this ancient weapon, he lets out a bad force. Aquaman, wanting to stop the terror, teams up with his brother Orm, who used to be the king of Atlantis. They put aside their disagreements and work together to defend their kingdom and prevent the world from getting ruined forever. The movie begins with a ship being attacked by a group of pirates. In the midst of the storm, Arthur Curry, famously known as Aquaman, arrives at the scene and defeats the pirates. The scene transitions to him playing with his child as he narrates events, from meeting his wife Mera to the birth of their child. Having become the king of Atlantis, Arthur expresses boredom with politics, but spontaneously fulfills his duties as both a father and the king. While talking with his father, Tom Curry, he notices his child communicating with goldfish in their aquarium. Excited, Arthur expresses his intention to introduce his child to his mother soon. Meanwhile, Black Manta, Aquaman's old enemy, continues his quest to find Aquaman and avenge his father. During the same expedition to find Atlantis, Dr. Stephen Shin, along with his co-scientist, discovers a strange occurrence. Too late, they realize they are in the epicenter of an earthquake. Examining the area, they find a strange, tentacle-like creature. The creature attacks one scientist, pulling him into its nest. While under attack, Shin manages to contact Black Manta, informing him of their findings. Black Manta and his troops come to their aid and find Shin alone. They continue to explore the ice caverns together in search of Atlantis. During their search, they encounter the tentacle-like monster again, and it attacks them. Fortunately, Black Manta manages to hide and discovers a broken trident glowing on the ocean floor. He picks it up, puts it together, and has a sudden vision of a demon-like creature urging him to free him for the strength to kill Aquaman. Snapping out of it, Black Manta sees the fixed trident on the floor and picks it up, his eyes glowing green. 5 months later, Mera wakes Arthur for an emergency meeting about a plague outbreak. The council rejects Arthur's proposal to seek help from surface scientists, insisting on traditional methods. Arthur confides in his father, Tom, about his dilemma, receiving sympathy and encouragement not to give up. During the turmoil in Atlantis, Black Manta and his strengthened troops search for Atlantis in the deep waters. Now more formidable, Black Manta controls the tentacle creature to his advantage. They find a hidden passage and enter a storage vault, extracting items for experimentation. Suddenly, the entrance closes, prompting Black Manta to contact Stingray, his high-ranking officer, for extraction. Stingray orders their troops while Shin, piloting their submarine, discovers the kingdom of Atlantis. The security warns them to retreat, threatening an attack if they persist. Shin is mesmerized with the discovery and unnotices that they are being warned. Snapping out of daydreaming too late, the security of Atlantis fires at them. Left with no choice, Shin launches a sonic wave attack at the security, destroying their ship. Their submarine continues to charge inside the kingdom, destroying some of the buildings. Atlanta, together with Mera, pursues to apprehend them. While Atlanta is trying to arrest the trespassers, she is attacked from the side by a sonic wave, which renders her unconscious. Mera sees it and gets angered, chasing after Black Manta and managing to stop him by breaking his ship. When she is about to subdue Black Manta, he fires a laser beam at Mera, rendering her unconscious and injured. When he is about to finish her off with the trident, Arthur appears and lunges at him. Shin informs Black Manta that he should retreat, or else he will be surrounded by the Atlanteans. He swiftly shoots a laser beam at the train so that Arthur will stop chasing him and help the citizens instead. Arthur manages to save the citizens inside the train and goes immediately to subdue Black Manta. However, he loses consciousness when Black Manta's ship fires sonic waves at him. The following day, Arthur and Atlanta, together with King Nereus, discuss the weapons Black Manta has and how they can manage to defeat him. Atlanta learns that Black Manta has taken hold of the apocalyptic weapon he got from the storage vault they safe-kept. Pushed to the edge, he resorts to finding his brother, the former king of Atlantis, Orm, and asks for his help. In order to know Black Manta's whereabouts, they need King Fish, who is acquainted with Orm. His half-brother is being held prisoner underground because he killed their ally nation's king. The two object to his idea at first, but being desperate in the situation, they support him. Atlanta reminds Arthur to make sure that he will not get caught, or else there will be a war. Before he starts the mission, he is given an invisibility suit and an ally octopus, Topo. Orm is held prisoner and is abstained from food and given enough water just to keep him alive. Arthur then attacks the guards and manages to take them down with the help of his invisibility suit. After a long time, the two brothers reunite again. Arthur, seeing Orm's confusion, explains his motives for saving him. Orm continues to despise his half-brother despite saving him. The two cooperatively take down the guards as they escape from the prison. The two ride a creature they use like horses to go upwards and escape from the kingdom of desert. However, some of the guards catch up to them. Orm, dehydrated and exhausted from their escape, falls down beside the sea. As he lies down, the seawater emerges at him, giving back his strength. He easily subdues the guards trying to take him back and also helps Arthur with his enemies. The two escape and go back to the ocean. While on their way back, the two discuss the plans and the governing of Arthur. Meanwhile, Shin finds out that the things they obtained are apocalyptic weapons that can cause a global meltdown. He informs Black Manta about it and says to him that they should not use such a thing. However, Black Manta is blinded by revenge and wants the power to defeat Aquaman. Shin wants to back out, but is left with no choice but to stay. Arthur and Orm arrive at the sunken citadel where King Fish is located and ask him about Black Manta. Unfortunately, King Fish tells them that Black Manta is not in the market anymore and is independently operating. King Fish mocks them and laughs at their offer. Arthur doesn't like what King Fish said, so he resorted to force. Arthur beats up the guards and interrogates King Fish. In fear, King Fish tells them the information about Black Manta and his location. After they manage to get the information they needed, they leave the place. The two travel by swimming through the Pacific Ocean. After a long swim, they stumble upon an island where Black Manta's research facility is located. While on the way, Arthur hands Orm a cockroach and eats it. The two observe that the insects and the animals on the island are abnormally big. While exploring the island, the two walk across a big rat corpse being eaten by big grasshoppers. The grasshoppers see them and chase after them. The two run to an edge with a statue beside it. The statue has an inscription that says, "True kings build bridges." Arthur tackles the statue and makes it fall to the other side, acting as a bridge. When they manage to cross the bridge, the two push the statue to destroy the bridge. One of the grasshoppers tries to attack them, but Arthur punches it in the face. Meanwhile, Shin goes to Black Manta's room to discuss with him about something. When he arrives in his room, Black Manta is not found. He sees the trident and gets curious about it, so he picks it up and puts it together. He sees the demon in contract with Black Manta and tells him that he should not trust the trident. However, Black Manta is full of hatred towards Aquaman and is willing to do whatever it takes just to kill him and his family. He threatens Shin and pulls out his knife so that he will not interrupt with his plans. The two brothers continue to infiltrate Manta's headquarters and force their way in. They manage to get inside the operating room and meet with Shin, who surrenders and begs them to bring him with them. He tells them that he doesn't want anything Black Manta is plotting and just wants to see Atlantis with his own eyes. While Shin is about to reveal everything about Black Manta's plans, an explosion occurs, which makes the brothers fall down. They fight Black Manta's troops and manage to defeat them all. Stingray, riding a robot octopus, fights the two with it. However, the two work as a team and take her down. Shortly after they manage to defeat her, Black Manta arrives at the scene. The brothers engage in a close battle with Manta, but Manta holds a slight upper hand. He tries to pierce Orm with the trident, but he dodges. He picks it up, but gets overwhelmed by the vision. Black Manta takes the chance and fires a laser beam at him. Arthur and Manta continue to fight each other, but Black Manta sees an opening and escapes from them. Afterwards, they discuss what they should do. Orm shares the vision he sees when he picks up the trident. He tells them that the trident belongs to Kordax, who gets blinded by the pursuit of power. He resorted to dark magic and cursed their kingdom. His brother sees it, who is the king of Atlantis during that time, and pleads with him to stop what he is doing. He refuses, and a war emerges. The king of Atlantis manages to defeat him and imprisons him with his soldiers with his own blood. That is why the way to release Kordax is with their bloodline's blood. Black Manta goes straight to Arthur's house and stabs Tom fatally. Arthur goes straight home but arrives too late because their child is already taken. They act swiftly and go to Black Manta's location. Arthur then uses his trident to produce sonic waves, which attract the whales around. The whales around respond near Black Manta's ship, causing it to be destroyed from the inside. Meanwhile, Shin with the baby is in a separate vehicle together with Black Manta as they go towards the Lost Kingdom. Black Manta manages to go inside the Lost Kingdom, while Arthur and the others struggle to get inside. Black Manta asks Shin to give him the child. Shin hands him out a bag. Little did he know the bag contains a bomb instead of the baby. However, Black Manta eventually gets the child and is about to sacrifice him. Arthur's son resonates waves in which he responds. He comes in time and saves his son. The two engage in close-quarters combat, but eventually, Arthur manages to defeat Manta with the help of Mera. Black Manta sees that Mera with the child is escaping, so he throws the trident at them. Fortunately, Orm catches the trident and protects them. However, Kordax possesses him and forces him to attack Arthur. With Arthur's blood, Kordax is freed from his imprisonment. Arthur throws at him his trident, but Kordax manages to take a hold of it. Arthur tries for a second one, but this time it's his trident. He throws it at Kordax, destroying his trident and ultimately killing him. As the kingdom crumbles, Arthur sees Black Manta about to fall, so he offers him help. However, Black Manta refuses to accept his help and intentionally jumps away. All of them manage to get out alive. Arthur gets reunited with his brother, and the two reconcile. Orm bids farewell and jumps into the ocean. Before the movie ends, Atlantis is revealed on the surface and makes itself known to the humans. In the end, Orm and Arthur continue to live normally after the tough fight they have been through.